they able to do defensively to slow down Dix and Sanford tonight?
I'd rather not answer that. I don't want to pay a fine.
Tom?
Fran, what about Brock's performance? I feel like he had some scoring tonight.
He was great. You know, he had a couple turnovers that are uncharacteristic of him, but I just love him. The way he battles and the way he keeps coming, the way he keeps fighting. I mean, he's really special.
The turnovers uncharacteristic. What did you see as
Well, that's the difference in the game. You're right, Tyler. I mean, give credit to them. You know, they were active. They were physical. We turned this over 16 times and turned that into points. You know, if they're not live ball turnovers, some of them were, some of them weren't. But I don't know what the number was. I know it was 10 at halftime. They had points off turnovers. So it's hard to go on the road and turn it over 16 times. We out rebounded them, which is not typically a strength of ours, and it is for them. So we rebounded the ball really well. Puts you in a position to be better than we were. But if you're turning it over, you know, that's going to be a problem.
Friend, you guys hit that 11-0 run the first half that really, you were running a lot in that. Did you get the tempo that you wanted in that?
We did, and we had it that way in the second half. We were running, but we weren't scoring. And that's the fine line. We talk about quick shooting the ball on the road. You know, we want to push it and take the first good shot that shows, and we did that. But then we didn't make them, and then they were running it back at us, you know, and that extended the lead for them. You know, it was like 8, 9, 11, and then all of a sudden it's 18, you know, because, you know, we had a number of possessions in a row where I thought we were getting good looks. You know, so then we started having some longer possessions and did a better job there. But by that time, you know, we were down 18.
obviously it's just more difficult to play on the road, but are there common denominators you're seeing in terms of the way guys are responding to things on the road that's just not good enough to be able to sustain stretches?
Yeah, you got to get off to a better start in each half because we played well at times in both halves. But the start of each half, you could argue that that's where we lost the game. You know, forget about whatever else happened. We got down big early. Ivicic played really well. You know, I thought we could have done a better job on him collectively. But, you know, they have so many different weapons, they spread you out. You know, they got 5 out. So you start doubling, then it becomes a problem because they got multiple three-point shooters. So a couple of times I didn't think we finished the possession off defensively. We had pretty good possession going for 20, 24, 26 seconds, and they scored.
All right, Tyler?
Drew was in uniform. Is it just the ankle still?
Yeah, I feel bad for him. He wants to go, but he couldn't go. So we're not gonna force it.
Friend, you've had some high-level stretch bigs yourself. What do you think of Tommy and his impact on Illinois?
Well, I think he's a great fit. He's a great player. So I mean, everybody would like to have him, but I think he's a great fit for what else they have. You know, as Brad put the team together, you know, he's got pieces. He's got handlers. He's got wings. He's got size. He's got shooters. He's got depth. But, you know, you can run your offense through him because he can pass it and he can make threes and he can post up. And he's a presence inside. So those kind of guys over the course of 40 minutes, you know, we're going to give you a better chance to win.
All right, thanks,
Thanks,
Coach.
Ed.